Hello world, welcome back to Accelerate and welcome to another experimental dyno video. Today I want to see, well, we're going to test if a larger diameter exhaust actually makes a difference to the power on an NA car.
So it's kind of a rule with turbo cars that bigger is better when it comes to exhaust diameter to a degree, but naturally aspirated or non-turbo cars seem to be a bit more complicated. A diameter too small can effectively strangle your engine, whereas a diameter too large can actually cost you some valuable horsepower. We want to put this to the test today. This is Ben's E36, and if you follow the channel for a while you would have seen and heard this thing. For those who haven't, it's a BMW E36 328i, meaning it has the M52 B28 6-cylinder 2.8 litre engine. From the factory they came with a quoted 193 brake horsepower. Ben has carried out some mods though. It has an M50 inlet manifold, a 6-to-1 exhaust manifold, a cone air filter and a remap. This thing does still have the factory cats. We put Ben's E36 on Laurence's dyno at Cruise Culture. Oh yeah, as always, a massive thank you to Laurence at WOT Power for letting me film this, and for all the other interesting things he's let me film on his dyno. On the last session, Ben's E36 pulled 197 brake horsepower. This time, Ben has built and installed a full 3-inch exhaust system from the manifold back. Yep, a true straight pipe, and trust me, the camera doesn't do the volume justice. This was just an experiment. Ben has ordered some silencers for the future, so let's get some dyno runs in. On this run, compared to when the car was dynoed last, Laurence hooked up a lambda sensor to see what the air-fuel ratio was doing, and after the first run we noticed the car was running lean. Running lean is not good, as it means the engine isn't getting enough fuel. Laurence then changed the sensor to be sure the reading was correct, then went for another run. It was still reading that the car was running lean, so Ben switched ECUs to see if this would change anything. Then we did another run.
That's so cool.
Even with the ECU change, the lean issue was still present. But what power did it pull compared to last time?
Right, after that racket, we're now done, and Laurence is now going to kindly... So can you, first of all, obviously give us the overall figure? 197 previously.
Yeah, that's
and what were we on this time?
Well, this is the first run. We got 200. We got 200.
Okay. So there is an improvement.
And then the second run, I did 2 runs. Yeah, 201.
Yeah.
So there's a fraction of an improvement. So I think between now and then he's lost the catalytic converter, which
that's right.
That would have improved things even if nothing else had been touched.
Yep.
Yeah, even with a bad tune, if you like.
Yeah.
But not by much.
Yeah. But obviously it wasn't smooth sailing, as it tends not to be with modified cars. So like I said, we did the first run, and you noticed it was lean.
Yeah, so we put a lambda sensor in. Actually, Ben wanted to, which is good. So we put a lambda sensor in and checked, and it was really very lean. Yeah, so like an OEM ECU should be pretty bang on, really.
Yeah.
Full throttle 0.88 or something like that.
Yeah.
Lambda between 0.85 and 0.9. So it's really lean. You can see the line here. It's all above 1. There's the 1 line. Sorry, let me make that a bit more. There we go. So you can see it's all well above 1.
Okay.
And it should be down here.
Oh, so you need it right. I'm like, oh, that's good enough. I see what you mean now. Yeah.
Now you can see the scale. Sorry. So it should be down here, between 0.85 and 0.9.
Yeah.
And it's not anywhere. So I did another run with a different sensor just to check it wasn't the lambda sensor, and then Ben changed his ECU back to the old one he had, basically. So
yeah.
I think he's paid someone to make some alterations to the ECU.
Yes. So one thing I respect. So in case you missed that, Laurence, you changed the sensor just to be absolutely sure that it was giving you the right reading.
Yeah.
Because lean, for those that don't know, is obviously the engine is getting too much air.
Yeah.
And lean is bad because it can cause...
You want more air. It's getting not enough fuel.
Yeah, that's a better way to explain it.
There's no such thing as too much air. That's the good thing.
That's a very good point. But yeah, like you said, so we changed the ECU to, I believe, the standard one, because the other one was a mapped one specific for that.
I think so.
But it gave you the same results.
Yeah, we got 202 horsepower, which is the 10%, really.
Yeah, like you said before, negligible, but...
And then the graph you can see again here is, so that was the second run, and then that was the third run. Let me switch it on and off for you so you can see it. It's exactly the same.
Yes.
Really
so again, you said is, weirdly, I suppose a good thing because you know that there's an issue there.
Yeah, the thing is, if it made 200 horsepower, at like a very silly lambda ratio, then what is that, like 15 to 1, 16 to 1 AFR? It's not good at all, you know.
Right.
Then it should easily make 210.
That's
if not 220.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's bad news, but it's quite fixable.
See, we like to find the positive, don't we?
Sticking out the block. So it's good, yeah.
Yeah. So as I say, massive thanks. I love because Laurence always likes to explain what he's doing, and as I say, for me, absolutely fascinating. I know a lot of you guys find that fascinating as well. So that was Ben's E36 on the dyno, and I know we set out to see if a larger diameter exhaust makes a difference on an NA car. And I suppose we've got some results because the lean issue was present on the previous dyno run, so we are getting sort of level results. But the difference is Ben didn't have the sensor plugged in on the previous one, so we didn't know it was running lean. This time he did, thankfully. So lean is not good. If you keep running the car lean, it may go bang. But the good thing is, once that issue is sorted, there's definitely horsepower there to be had. No doubt we'll have it back on the dyno at some point, so we will try and keep you updated and get some more accurate results. But yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will see you in the next one. And luckily, there were no booms.